I'm going to be bringing back the original Mewtwo EX deck with Mewtwo EX and Gardevoir, and I'm going to be using Eevee Grove Sylveon EX to do that. Sylveon EX's ability allows you to draw 2 cards when you evolve your Eevee into Sylveon EX. That's going to be very powerful. Alright, so the deck list is, I got 2 Gardevoirs here, I got 2 Sylveon EXs, I got 2 Mewtwo EXs, I got 2 routes right here, 2 Eevees, I have 2 Pokeballs, 2 rare candies, 2 Professor's Oaks, 2 Leafs, I got a Cyrus and a Sabrina. We going in, man, we going in. Alright, here we go. Going into the set, and I actually really liked this deck. This has been running very, very good. I've been using this deck in my ranked matches, man, and you guys are gonna see the power of this deck, man. Sylveon EX in the engine of the old school Gardevoir Mewtwo EX engine is so good. I really like this, and I think this could be meta because you're gonna be able to finally be able to get to your Gardevoir as fast as humanly possible, man. As long as you can get that Sylveon out there on the floor, you're gonna be doing pretty good. So you typically always want to make sure, if as much as you can handle it, is you want to make sure you're putting both of your Eevees down on the floor. You want to make sure they're on the board because you want to be able to evolve into Sylveon EX every single game. That's going to be your game plan. And you're going to have so many chances to draw through all your deck by like turn 4, 5, 6. You'll probably already be through your deck, depending on how it's going, obviously, right? Now, if your Sylveons are at the end of your deck, you're not going to be looking good. But look at this, right? So being able to draw 2 just like that. Look, at that point, I was like, wait a minute. Should I just draw 2? I was like, you know what? Let me evolve first. And I'm gonna draw 2 with my card first before I use my supporter for the turn. So depending on what I draw, that can also help out. Look at that. Drew into my second Sylveon, and now I do this again. And watch the power of this. Now I can draw 2 more cards. Look at this. That is going to always guarantee that you're going to be able to draw into your Mewtwo's, get the evolutions that you need. This is what's going to be powering this deck up, man. This Sylveon EX is going to be perfect for this deck. I'm excited. So at this point, look at this. I got all the cards I need. I got everything that I need. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and get this going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be getting your Mewtwo's out there. You're going to be getting your Gardevoirs. That was always the problem, right? The problem was always like, hey, getting the stage 2 together, getting everything out there. But with rare candy, and now that we can just draw with all this Sylveon EX power, I'm like, let's go. That's exactly what you wanted. You're drawing through your deck super duper fast. My opponent hits me with the Sabrina here, trying to mess me up, but at that point, I don't care, man. We got Leaf already in the back pocket. We're looking good. My opponent's gonna try to attack me with this, but what you don't realize is the weakness of Sylveon EX is not dark, even though he's a psychic. His weakness is steel. So right here we get our professor, and we don't even need to do it. We just need to back this mon up, get this mon out, and we want to put our Sylveon that has energy on it. We want to start putting pressure on my opponent extremely fast, and already right there, look, using rare candy, getting our Gardevoir out there. And this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna be doing this consistently, man. You're gonna be doing this way more times than you're not. I can guarantee you that right now. I've been playing this deck after I got done with my Snorlax deck. Go check out that video. After my Snorlax deck, I got to this and I was like, oh, this is fire. I was like, I gotta get this deck out and show you guys because this one is really good. I've been using this and just drawing through my deck like crazy and keeping it consistent. Now, if you've never played Mewtwo before, the thing about Mewtwo EX is that with Mewtwo EX, if you can't get your Gardevoir to power up your Mewtwo EX, Mewtwo's a dud. You really can't do anything with it if he's only going to be able to hit for 150 one time. And so right now that we can power up our Mewtwo EX in a pinch like that, we're looking great. And it's fine for us to be able to just let Sylveon die, and then we can switch right into Mewtwo, and Mewtwo's already set up. Look, our Mewtwo's already ready to go. We got Gardevoir right there. I'm like, this is perfect, man. I'm like, we are looking good. at this point, we're just putting energy on there just because we don't have any other choice, right? So I'm like, let's go ahead, let's get this going. Knocking my opponent out. We can take that damage, it's totally fine. We're not worried about this. And this is our weakness. We're going against a weakness, right? This is a dark deck that we're going against. And I'm just kind of like, this is fantastic because I've already gone through all of my deck pretty much and got all the cards that I need to create a strong board. And Mewtwo's gonna be able to start sweeping for 150. And in Pokemon Pocket, 150 is a pretty good threshold to kill most mons in this game. There are some mons that are out of that threshold, but being able to consistently hit for 150 is extremely powerful. So I love this, man. I'm really liking this deck. And I didn't play Mewtwo EX at the beginning, but now I'm definitely gonna play it because I just love how consistent it's been. And at this point, I'm just kind of like, who do I want to put down? So I'm like, you know what? Like, let's just stop the BS. Let's just go ahead and get this going. And I'm like, let's go ahead and bring Darkrai out. Get Darkrai. Come on. Don't be shy, Darkrai. Come on out to the front. Get on out here, Darkrai. Come on. So we bring Darkrai out, and I'm just like, look at the power. So many times people have conceded. I'm gonna let you guys know right now, when I was filming this video, so many people were conceding even before I could even get my board out, right? So this is like, people were conceding even when I was just like drawing cards. They would just see me start evolving and drawing so many cards, instantly concede. And I'm just like, dang. It's just because you can see the power in that, man. And I know some people online have been trying to may try to pair this with something like Giratina. And the reason why I don't like Giratina is because Giratina hurts itself. Pair it with Mewtwo. Mewtwo, Gardevoir, Sylveon is perfect. It's the perfect engine for Sylveon EX, man. I'm telling you, this is going to be, I'm telling you, use this one to rank up. Unless the meta unfolds and something just gets nuts out here, this is the best way I think you play Sylveon EX. You play it with the old school Mewtwo deck. You pair it together and you just have so much consistency. That's what you get. And you turn this deck to something that's super duper consistent. So I'm excited to give you guys this video, and I'm hoping that this is the first one out here so you guys can see it first, that this right here is the way to run it, man. And share this video with your friends. Share this video anywhere you watch videos, or you got friends, or you know, you're in forums. Share this video out, man, because I want to get this video out to more people. This deck is fun to use. Absolutely fun. And as you can see, I got my shiny, my shiny routes I've been pulling, man. These damn shiny cards have just been super consistent. And in this battle, you can see it's not always going to be perfect where you're always going to start with Eevee, right? And you're still going to have to make the plays. You're still going to have to, do the thing to create the board. So the thing that's always good about that is like you have technically 4 draw 2s in your deck. And look at this. Here we go right here. Look at Solgaelo. He's out of the threshold, right? I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but look at Solgaelo. He's at 182. So this is one of those things where you're gonna play against a deck that's gonna have a mon that has too much health, but Mewtwo can hit for 50. But what I like about this deck is that it's technically, you're pretty much having 4 draw 2s in this deck. That's what's so good, so good. And I've been playing this, and I've been playing it. I've been trying to come up with other decks for you guys too, and I have a couple more, but this one has just been so fun. Like, I'll just be playing this one more than I played anything else. Like, this one is so fun just to see how consistent it is, man. And just, it's a perfect thing. It's a perfect, it's a match made in heaven, to be honest. And well, here, look. So now with Mewtwo, you can hit for 50, and if you hit Mewtwo you use Mewtwo to hit anything on this board, you're gonna hit anything in this game and put it in the range for it to die. 50 off rip, the first hit, Mewtwo kills everything by that second time. If if you're building your Mewtwo up, right? I'm not talking about if you already have your 150, but if you need to build them up and you're hitting while your Mewtwo is in the front, then you're good. But ideally, honestly, you want to try to get Sylveon EX to be the one in the front. And what's also good about this deck is that having Gardevoir means you can deal with Oricorio as well. So if you're going against a deck that has Oricorio in there, you use Gardevoir to get rid of that. And that's what's going to be very powerful too, is that you got all your bases covered. You know what I mean? So it's perfect, man. It's a really fun deck to use. And just look at this power. Just look at the power that we have. And look, powering up Mewtwo, boom. I'm like, all right, let's get this going. I'm like, let's go ahead and get Solgaelo out here. Bam, bye. Had to get him out here. Now, my opponent has those 2 Skarmories in the back, but I've taken care of his biggest attacker. So now I'm just kind of thinking like this. I'm like, all right, I hope he does not get this next Solgaelo up and running and all these things. But the problem with that is he has to attack and kill my Mewtwo. So he can't use that energy in the back to like set everything up. He has to use his Skarmories and waste his energies on putting it onto them. And that's perfect. We need that. That's exactly what we need. So we get Sylveon out there, and Sylveon takes 70, which is a pretty good threshold, man. That's actually pretty good damage. We got another one. We got the green one up there. So we got the green Mew up here. Throwing Mewtwo right there on the bench. I'm like, all right, let's get this going. So now I'm trying to debate. I'm like, what are we going to do here, man? I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and put this on here. Get that on the Mewtwo. And then we'll use Gardevoir to put that extra energy onto our Sylveon EX. And then we can decide how we want to hit. But I don't want to hit into that Rocky Helmet, right? I'm thinking like, all right, I don't know if I want to take this Rocky Helmet damage. I'm like, you know what? Let me make them make a choice. He's definitely not going to give me. The mon that evolves into Solgaelo. So you got to give me Skarmory, and I'm like, perfect. That's exactly what we need. And we got Cyrus in hand too. So I hit his Skarmory, and now that's game. Now he's locked because no matter what he does, I'm going to be able to either back out. I'm going to be able to do whatever I can, unless he gets rid of my Cyrus in hand. We got Cyrus. We're good. No matter what he does, it's game over. You really can't do anything about it, man. This Mewtwo deck is so fun, man. I really like it. So what I can say for you guys is typically you want to make sure you're putting both Eevees on your board at all costs. You want to make sure you get them on the board every time. Those are going to be the 2 mons you're going to have, and then you're going to have 1 Gardevoir and you're going to have 1 Mewtwo. That's pretty much how you want your board to always look. You don't want to put on 2 Mewtwo's or things like that. You always want to try to make sure you're keeping your board kind of free. If you can do it, keep it kind of free so you can set this up. You want both Eevees always to hit the floor every single match. Always do that. That's always important. And here we go. So we got an Eevee deck, right? We got Eevee here, Eevee EX, we got Eevee Shaman going on. I'm like, all right, here we go. And what's perfect, and this is the newer Eevee, the Eevee Grove Eevee that does collect, which draws 1 card. So you're consistently just drawing everywhere, even like your first turn. Like, look at this. I'm pulling with Pokeball. I'm pulling right now with Professor's Research. And then you see me put the second Eevee down. And then I'm going to use Eevee to use collect to keep drawing. It's fantastic. I'm going to put down my Mewtwo. I just want to get it down there right now just in case, man. Everybody's running Mars, running Reds and things like that. So I kind of just wanted to get him on the board and draw right into Sylveon EX. You see what I'm saying? So that's another draw too that we have right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's this is the exact engine that Mewtwo EX needed at the very beginning of the game. At the beginning of Pokemon Pocket, we needed something to make this deck super consistent. They added things like Mystical Slab and all this other stuff. This is the way. Look, free draw 2. Boom, boom. Like, come on, man. Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. Drawing more cards out of my deck. This thing is just super consistent. And what are we gonna do again? Come on, man. You know what this is. We drawing again. We're gonna keep drawing. We're gonna keep drawing. Boom, boom. Rare candy. Got exactly what we needed. So let's go ahead and put routes down. Boom, perfect. So I'm like, this is it, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, using this Sylveon EX really just got me thinking. I've been like, this is it. I'm like, Mewtwo is about to be killing. I'm like, once people figure out that this is the deck that you're gonna need to make, you're gonna be seeing this deck everywhere, man. You're gonna be seeing it everywhere. And this is where you guys got it from. If you guys didn't already make this deck, but I'm telling you right now, man, it's been fantastic. And in this situation, here we go. I got my opponent. running a grass deck, right? So you know we got Ericas, you know we got healing. You know when you see a grass deck, you know they want to heal. That's all grass Pokemon want to do in this game is heal. Heal, 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 heal. They will use every single heal card they have to stay alive. So I'm already like, damn, man, this is annoying. So I'm like, dang, this is annoying. Another Shaman hits, and I'm just like, all right, here we go. Like, now we got everything. Bro just got all the healing in the world. So I'm like, okay, we're good. We're good either way. So we take the damage. I'm like, all right, now we're one shot. So I'm like, okay, this sucks. We could have had this mon killed, but you know, it is what it is. Got the Gardevoir we need. Perfect. We got our rare candy. Is exactly what you need. So I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and evolve here. Let's go ahead and use the rare candy up. Get the Gardevoir out here. You got to put the shiny, right? Got to put shiny on shiny. Boom. Got that going. So I'm like, all right, perfect. So what do we want to do? I'm like, do I want to save it? I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead. I was like, let me go ahead and back Sylveon out because I want him to have to use his Cyrus to kill my Sylveon. So I'm like, I'd rather him do that as a possible next play than hitting my Mewtwo. So I'm like, all right, let's do this. I was like, let's go ahead, hit him with that 50 damage, and then the very next turn, we can hit him for 150. So I'm like, we're looking good here. So at this point, like, look at how much I've already like drew. And like I told you guys before, this is the set. This is the board that you want to make. Every game, you want to have one Mewtwo out there, you want to have one Gardevoir out there, and you want to have both of your Sylveon EXs on the floor. So that's why you want to try to keep your board clear of all the other stuff, all the different kind of combinations that you can make. You pretty much want this every time. So that's going to give you your 2-draw-2s with both your Sylveon EXs. You got your energy manipulator with Gardevoir, and then you got your Mewtwo to be your attacker that's just going to sweep through everything. So this is it, man. I'm actually really liking this. My opponent here can't really do much, man. At this point, we're already fully set up. We're already ready to go. So now my opponent's at a point where it's like, if you want to hit my Mewtwo, you can. There's really nothing stopping you, man. Hit me, that's fine. We'll kill it, and we'll just go on from there. I am a little bit worried because he does have that Eevee in the back, and he could have another Leafeon or draw into a Leafeon EX on his next turn. So I'm kind of worried about that a little bit. But again, once Mewtwo gets up and going, man, it's pretty hard to get away with it. So he moves him. Moves the Leafeon in the back, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Because now we got Cyrus. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. And now we've already gone through our entire deck. We've gone through our entire deck already, man. Gone through our entire deck. Let's go ahead, get Mewtwo ready to go. Mewtwo is fully powered, ready to go, and this is it. Now my opponent has to deal with this. Got our points right there, game time. At this point, if you look at my hand, unless he does red card, unless he does Mars or anything like that, if you look at my hand, I'm straight. I'm good to go. No matter what they do with my board, we're good to go. We got it locked down. There's really nothing he can do. It's already a game. It's already game. There's nothing else that my opponent can do at this point. So right now I'm just like, this is it. My opponent's sitting there thinking, trying to come up with strategies. Really nothing you can do, man. So I advise you guys, make this deck. It is an absolutely fun deck. I enjoyed it. I really did. My opponent can't do anything here. Got another Eevee here. That's fine. Do what you want to do. My opponent's gonna, you can't really do much. I guess you could try to flip unlimited heads and kill my Mewtwo, and that's cool. But so let me know. I'm gonna end it right here. So if you made it this far to the video, man, drop a like on this video. It gets it out to more people. It really does help. Comment, let me know if you're gonna try this deck, if you've already made it. I wanna know if you guys are playing it or if you've played this already. Let me know down in the comments. Subscribe to my channel for more Pokemon content, man. I got more TCG decks coming up for you guys, Pocket. And I'm gonna let you guys know that I got some more heat coming out on the way, man. Got some projects I've been working on with this Pokemon thing. So let me know down in the comments, man, if you guys are gonna try this deck out. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, man.